Well, back to that field where I found that silver denarius of Augustus, which celebrated the Battle of Actium, which was when he won the empire. Well, there's got to be more, hasn't there? So let's go. Let's see if we can find some more Roman. We like our Roman. Well, I checked my bit where I found the Roman before, but maybe they haven't ploughed it. They just harrowed it. Nothing there yet. So I'll go back there later. So I thought I'd go to further part of the field and see if I can find anything. And I'm finding absolutely zippo. But anyway, I just got the first coin of the day, and I think it's an aluminium one from the end of the Second World War. Have a look. So I think it's aluminium, and it'll be inflation money. So it'll say something like, 500 francs or some other exaggerated number. But it's made out of aluminium, and there's no value in the metal. That's what I think it is, but you can't really tell, can you? I mean, it's covered in mud. But that's my guess. It feels silvery, but it's very light. So I'm guessing aluminum. Here we have a shot musket ball and a chewed on musket ball. So there it is. You can see it's irregular. It looks like it's been chewed on. Now some people reckon this sort of thing is because people used to whittle musket balls and sculpt them and do that sort of stuff. However, wild boars eat hard round nuts, and I think they see these things and go, oh, it's a nut, and they chomp on it, and it's actually softer than teeth is lead. So they chomp away, waiting to get through the shell, never do, and in the end they give up on it. Maybe they swallow it. I believe the chomped up ones are, generally speaking, being chomped up by wild boar that think they're things like oak nuts. Well, I really like it when I find one of these. I really, really like it. I'm not looking for them, but you're going along, swinging away, and you see a stone, and you go, ooh, and it isn't, and ooh, bit of pottery, and it isn't, and ooh, and it isn't. And then every now and again, it's ooh, and it is. See what I've got here. Now that, I think, is probably a arrowhead, axe head. No, not axe head. What I'm talking about, spearhead, or just merely worked, or broken, or worked and discarded because it didn't quite go the way that the worker wanted it to go. Because, you can see them sitting around all day with rocks and really not having much else to do after they've hunted. So I'm thinking that is a stone tool, but I know I've got experts who are my viewers. So if you know, post below. If you have an idea, post down here. If you know what it is, do the biz. I've got some more, but I've forgotten them. So there's water there. And this is incredibly sandy soil, so it will be nice and dry in all weathers. So you can imagine that they might sit here chipping away at stones and chilling out. Finally getting some action. Got a button in here, don't know what it is, don't know how old it is, covered in sand at the moment. Let's unwrap it together. I mean, I did check to see whether it had a thingy bob at the back there. And it does. But I don't know whether it's got a pattern or not. Let's have a look. No, it doesn't look like it. And it's, yes, that's relatively intact. Now, of course, back in the day, things that it was sewed on with would not be very strong, unlike today's modern materials. And that's why they lost so many of these. And some people, oh, well, it's got a design on it. Is that a design? I think it looks like it. Well, in the pocket it goes. We'll find out later. Oh, you can see that better than I can. Yeah, I think that's a design. And I was struggling for the word shank earlier. You don't know, but my brain was. And the shank is intact. Oh, it's got a pin through it, so this actually might be a silver button, because the really good buttons, they didn't attach with thread, they attached with a metal pin, and you can see right there is a pin. So this would have had to gone in with the cloth. So this actually might be low grade silver if they actually pin this on. You see there's a pin there. Maybe you can't, maybe you can, I don't know, but that's the sign of an expensive button rather than your common garden button. So time for an update on the diet. So I've been having an intermittent fasting diet, and it's gone extremely well. However, I've learned some good stuff, because had to go away for a couple of weeks holiday to Germany. And of course, holiday, Germany, beer, sausages, wonderful food. Not great for fasting, particularly when you've got your family with you. They're always trying to feed you. You know how that goes. I weighed myself this morning after basically a month of not really doing it properly. In fact, not doing it properly at all. And I've actually lost weight. I'm actually down to just over 101 kilos. So it was 101.4 before I went off on the binge, and I've come back and I'm lighter. So what I've learned is this. With intermittent fasting, what I've been doing is I've not been eating on one day, maybe have a glass or two of wine, maybe have a couple of 100 calories, but basically don't eat on that day, because that is a very simple way of doing it. And then you eat normally the next day. What I've been doing is I've been actually dieting in the old-fashioned way the next day. Because I've been dieting forever and I don't lose any weight. And you don't lose any weight because you think you're dieting and you're not. You think you're eating 1,500 calories and you're not. You're eating 2,300. Now, you eat a packet of crisps, say, and it says 130 per serving on the packet. And then you read the small print and there's 4 servings in the packet. And then you go onto a diet program that says a pizza slice is, XYZ calories. And in reality, it's triple that. So not only is all the guidance you get given for calories in things wrong, you also then lose count of stuff. So overall, when you're dieting, you're actually just about eating enough food to keep your weight. So your weight doesn't go up. So dieting means your weight doesn't go up, which is no good if you're overweight because you wanted to get it down. Now, with intermittent fasting, if when you're not intermittent fasting, you're dieting as normal, then your weight doesn't go up. So if you have to go on holiday, you just eat what you normally eat when you're dieting. You stop the fasting, but you don't put on any weight. And then when you come back, you go on intermittent again, down it goes vertically. It's really good that you can be on this diet of intermittent fasting, break it, and then just start normally, and you don't put on any weight, and go back on it after you've gone on holiday or had Christmas or whatever, and then off comes the weight. I'm within striking distance of 100 kilos, and I think, with a bit of luck, before Christmas, I should be below 100, maybe into the top 90s. And then I'll just eat my normal diet over Christmas, so I won't put on anything. And then after Christmas, I go back on the intermittent fasting again and strike off towards 90. This is my blooming amazed face. I can't believe it. I'm in a field. This is the original field which I started detecting on. And I've probably got 1,000 coins out of it, and they're all sort of 1,500s. Anyway, I just thought the obvious. I thought I got a Roman fibula. I mean, have a look. And then I'll say what I think it is now after I just had that little brainwave. Anyway, have a look. You see, I've been doing fibulas, and I thought, it's a fibula, it's a Roman fibula. Wow, in this field of all things. But of course it's not. Oh, this is Newton. This is Newton. And we rescued him, and then he broke his leg. He did. And then we fixed his leg, and now he's all right. So this, I thought just now, was a Roman fibula part. As you can see, the spring would go top there, the pin would go across the back and fix there. But of course, it's a bit of spoonage, isn't it? Yeah, it's a part of a spoon. A spoon bowl was there, and that's the leg, the handle of the spoon. Oh, well, not Roman. I'm getting spoiled, aren't I? But anyway, still a nice thing. Still, 1,500 bit of spoonage, what's left of it. So this cat here is Sputnik. Say hello, Sputnik. And Sputnik is my doctor. And when I was sick with COVID, he came and gave me some cat healing. It's amazing to think, but he actually jammed himself between the chair I sat in, unconscious for a few days, and sat on my lungs. Now this is Fifi, and Fifi's taking a poo. And that is Newton. So they've come out to see us. You taking a poo, Fifi? Or are you just sitting on my hole like that? So anyway, that is Sputnik. And all these cats are basically rescues of one sort or another. And it used to be Smokey and Minnie-Puss that would come out with me. Minnie-Puss vanished and Smokey's gone a bit wild. And he goes around the property and checks it out and makes sure there's nobody that shouldn't be there being there. But he doesn't come out treasure hunting with me anymore. So anyway, I'm going up to the Roman lamppost. They've churned up the field to mix in manure. So hopefully it's kicked up some nice finds. We will see, probably find nothing, but you never know till you know. Well, got a little bit of bronze here. Don't think it's Roman, but it could be because it's right in the patch. Interesting little piece though. So that's it. Don't know what it is. Might clean up, might not. Find out later. Well, I think this is a piece of rolled up lead, but it might be a coin, but I'm pretty sure it's lead. But have a look. Now it's got details on it. You can see the little dimples there, but I think that's the lead seal. I've been up and down this field for the last hour and a half to 2 hours and found nothing but little bits of aluminium. Finally, I think I've got a coin. Not sure, it might be a button, but we'll find out together. And guess where we are? Oh yes, we are by the car. And that looks like a long way from here, but it isn't a long way. It's actually 40 feet, but you know, dilly food do and all that lot. And so here it is. Could be a button, could be a coin. Slightly funny looking coin, but let's see if we can break that mud off. No, I think it's a Butoni. Hold on. Yeah, it's a button. There's the shank. That's the shank. I think I cleaned the field out. It's going to need a good deep plough for a year or 3 before anything comes to the surface, I think. Anyway, I think that's a nice button. Maybe. Might be a pattern there. Might not be. The wages of metal detecting, 2 hours, 1 copper button. So this is a story of a completely new field. Never been on it before. Just got permission about an hour ago. Gonna see what's on it. So come with me to a completely untouched field in the middle of nowhere, and let's see what we can find in a couple of hours. Let's go. So here we are. All this field is mine to explore. It will take me forever. There's probably nothing here, but let's see what we can find. Right up to that power line. I haven't been getting this much, even though it's been really, really dry. But this field is like concrete. But anyway, first find of the day, it's a backseal. So I think these are 70 odd signals. Lead is coming in at 60 and 70 on this field. So I'm not sure I'm going to be digging any of those unless it's got a special ring to it. Because the ground is just like concrete, and really I don't really want to be digging 15 minutes through concrete to get a lead backseal, but we'll see. Might be a ring, might be not. Have a look. So it could be one that's been bent out, but I don't know. Otherwise it's just I don't know what it is. It could be just a washer, but anyway, in the pocket it goes just in case. We'll look at it later. Well, this is a hard old game. Oh dear, dear, dear. 15 minutes digging through concrete. But I got a nice find. I think I know what it is. Have a look, see if you can guess. And there it is. And that is an apothecary's weight. A stacking scale weight. And why you find these in fields is almost a mystery to me. But I reckon kids would take these and use them in slings or in catapults. Because it's a heavy, small thing. And I think lots of those sort of things you find in fields is because kids have half-inched them when their parents aren't looking, and then use them as bullets in their catapults. That's one of my theories anyway. So I'm guessing that's sort of turn of the 1700s to the 1800s, maybe older, probably not. But anyway, in the pocket that one goes. Very, very nice. These are nice things, worth the dig. Well, this is mystery find number 1, and I thought I'd found a big, long stainless steel pipe. But it's not. It could be really, really exciting, but it isn't going to be. Have a look, and you can share my excitement, and then later on you can share my disappointment. Over here. So, in the ground it was looking like that, and I thought, oh, stainless steel, but that could be silver, you know, and stainless steel wouldn't really have marked like that. And I thought it was going to be a tube, but it's not a tube. It's got a bottom to it. And it's really heavy, but it would be heavy because it's full of earth and it's solid copper or solid silver. I mean, okay, that looks like copper, doesn't it? Well, it is copper, isn't it? But if it was low-grade silver, you see, if it was copper, it won't go shiny like that. It just won't. I can't see anything. What's that? That's something, isn't it? No, maybe yes. Let's give it a rub on the magic boots. No. Don't rub the artifact. No, that's copper. And that's patina. But what's that silver all about? I mean, that copper's had a good rub and the silver's coming through. Yeah, this is museum quality restoration going on here. Well, in the pocket that goes. Boy, was that a hell of a dig. But I can't see what that would be used for, because that's definitely not a pipe. That is something. And that's definitely hollow. And lowish grade silver does start out green sometimes, particularly if it's old. Well. What could that be? I mean, a sort of leg of a chair kind of thing, but copper? That heavy? And then why is it silver in the middle? That is definitely silver. Well, that's exciting. Well, this is an interesting new field. I mean, it's undiggable and the stubble's too deep, but nonetheless, in hour and a half, found those two nice finds, the mystery find, whatever that is, and the nice apothecary's weight. Did I say that right? Apothecary's weight. Apothecary's weight. It's a tongue twister. Anyway, we got it. And, I mean, it's very deep, and like you get a signal, you go, oh, can't dig that, oh no. And then you have to dig it, and then, 4 holes later, you're exhausted. So wait till it rains and then come back. With a bit of luck, they'll have harrowed it and got all this blooming stubble off it as well, because, stubble basically makes a field practically useless. Because to get in and out of that is very, very difficult. You get no depth, and, when it's rock hard like this, you can't dig it either. But anyway, even against all the odds, we've got a couple of nice finds, so that's a very good sign for later. And this is the beginning of a beautiful relationship with a local mayor who wants me to treasure hunt lots and lots and lots of acres, and we're going to put the finds on as an exhibition next year of the local so-called patrimony. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and like. Don't know whether this is going to be a whole video or part of one, but you'll know because you'll know, won't you? Yes, you will. And I don't at this moment in time. See you soon. Bye now. Well, do you remember Smokey the treasure hunting cat? Well, here he is. Where are you, Smokey? There he is. Of course, he's come all this way over and now he's ignoring me. But he probably just wants to stroke, don't you? You do. Yes, you do. Yes, Smokey. It's been years since we've been out here, isn't it? Yes. Well, this is my excited face because I've got something and it's very unusual and woo. And I've got nothing for about an hour here, and this is, really close to where I live. And well, I mean, let's just say I've detected it quite a lot. But this is a new thing, and it's old. Look at that. I have no idea what that is. That's probably Roman, I would say. I've not found much Roman here at all, maybe a ring, and that's about it. Maybe a little bit of a sculpture about 300 yards away. But mainly 1500s. But, that is, whatever it is old. That's the other side of it. Tiny, tiny little copper thing. It's starting to rain. It wants me to go in, but I'm going to push on. Ha ha! Oh yes! I wonder what it is. If you know, post below. If you've got a clue, you know what to do. If you understand, you're the man. Or woman. So, after I found the last thing, which I believe is a coin weight, I went to stroke Smokey and he wandered off as soon as I came round to pay him some attention. You cats, you know what you're like. And right by the last find is another one. And that's going to be a dernier or double tournois. And you're bugging me now, I've got to find, aren't you? You are. So I think that's a coin weight what we found last time, and this is a denier or double taille noir from the 1600s. Someone's shooting at me. Smokey puss, it's bugging me because I've got a coin under here. It's going to rain. So he wants to slow me down, don't you, Smokey puss? You do. You do. And you want to scratch, don't you? You want to scratch. Now, out my way. Come on. Out my way. Now, if I paid him some attention, he would go away. Wouldn't you, Smokey puss? Yes. You want to play. And I want to dig. I want to dig. I want to dig. Come on in. Right, let's get back to the hole. So, it's there. And of course you think you can see it, but you can't. And there it is. So that's another little denier. And there it is. That felt like a shank, but it's not. It's a double taille noir or denier from the 1600s. I thought I might have cleared this out, but I've got a little patch now, 3 finds in the last 10 minutes. So obviously I missed this patch, or the plough went deep and dug it up recently. So good news, let's find some more. Now that is a furniture stud with some gold gilding, and that's quite old. I mean, 150 to 200 years, got to be. And that's rather nice. I found a stud earlier, but I didn't bother filming it because it's just another furniture stud, but this one's got gold on it. So I thought I would show it to you. And Smokey is in for the kill. Aren't you, Smokey? You know I found something. So you're going to come and bug me now, and every time I come to stroke you, you're going to walk away. Like you always do. Anyway, that's what I've got. A round ball. I have, Smokey, a round ball. Nothing special, a round ball. So in the pocket it goes. Smokey, didn't have to know to bug you. As soon as I get a signal, he comes over and starts banging into me and trying to trip me up and all sorts of things, like he's doing now. Aren't you, Smokey puss? Aren't you? And I'm going to drop my detector on your head by accident, like I normally do. Over here, Smokey. Smokey, come on. Come on, Smokey. Come on. Come round here. Come round here. That's right, 'cause the coin's down there, Smokey. Look. Down there. It's down there, look. And there it is. That's going to be a Liard, I should think. Dude, rub the Liard. Nice one. In the pocket it goes. Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Doesn't it, Smokey? Yes, it does. Well, pretty good hunt so far. It's drizzling, and this is the last lane back. Got a few more lanes to do, and then, like 5 hectares of field to go as well.